tal, gente? Muy buenas noches. My name is Rodrigo García. I am the artistic director of Teatro Visión. And tonight, here in La Hora del Mitote, we have a special night because tonight we have a group of young actors who will be reading some new works that are part of a nationwide reading effort. So Teatro Visión is a proud participant in the nationwide reading of 2 of 7 winning plays of Enough, Plays to End Gun Violence, a national short play competition for middle and high school students. So on December 14th, 2020, it marked the 8-year remembrance of the shooting at Sandy Hook. The winning titles were performed at other theaters and schools across the country and abroad. And in addition to that, we will also be reading one of the plays that competed in this nationwide contest, written by our very own Sasha Hernandez. So this project comprised a panel of nationally recognized dramatists, including Lauren Gunderson, Academy Award winner Tarell Alvin McCraney, Pulitzer Prize winner Robert Schenken, Tony Award winner Davy Henry Huang, and Karen Zacharias. They selected the plays out of 184 submissions from 23 states and 3 countries in Enough's call for teens to write 10 minutes play that confront the issue of gun violence. The plays, all written by high school students, tackle gun violence through different lenses, from the threat of an anxiety over school shooting, police shooting, community violence, race, and gun culture in American history. Hashtag Enough Plays to End Gun Violence is a theater activism campaign launched by Michael Cotti in 2019. Hashtag Enough strives to spark critical conversation and incite meaningful action in communities across the country on the issue of gun violence through the creation of new works of theater by teens. Hashtag Enough's mission is to promote playwriting as a tool of self-expression and social change, harnessing this generation's spirit of activism and providing a platform for America's playwrights of tomorrow to discover and develop their voices today. And more information, you can find it. These plays will be available, and you can find them at enoughplace.com. So tonight we will be hearing the reading of 3 plays. We will begin with Lola. And we have our very own Sasha Hernandez, who can tell us a little bit about Lola.
Hi, everyone. So my play is about a girl who ultimately decides to commit a mass shooting. And basically the whole story is about all the events that led up to, that decision. Everything she went through, everything she felt that, again, led her to that decision. This story is not really about her deciding to, shoot up somewhere. It's about the emotions that she felt that, she wasn't trying to hurt anybody, but she was trying to figure out something. Like this was it was a cry for help. So
absolutely. Thank you. And I want the cast to introduce themselves and who they will be reading. And I'll give the description of the characters. So first we have Sasha. Who are you playing?
I will be playing Lola.
And Lola is a high school junior female, Hispanic, introverted, articulate, kind, and emotional. Then Nicole.
Hi, my name is Nicole, and today I'm going to be acting Ruth in the casting of Lola.
And Ruth is a high school junior female, very feminine, bright, bubbly, and fun. And then we have Jasmine.
Hi, I will be reading for Mara.
And Mara is an early 30s female Hispanic, is Lola's mother, is a drug addict, and was a teen mother. Then we have Caitlin.
Hi, I will be playing Elena.
And Elena is a female in her late 20s, Hispanic, Lola's maternal aunt, single mother of two, is a good-hearted person. Then we have Marisa.
I'll be playing Heather.
And Heather is a high school junior female, tomboyish, witty, and smart. And Abby.
I'll be reading the stage directions for this play.
Okay, so with all of you, Lola by Sasha Hernandez. Take it away.
Scene 1, stage. Stage is empty. A spotlight beams onto Lola. She has her hand in the form of a gun. Tears pour down her cheeks.
I didn't want to do this. I didn't have to. But what other way was there to try and allow people into my world and understand these emotions that weigh down on me like bricks? They certainly didn't notice, certainly didn't care that I was in need. I was in need of a friend, a mother, a home. If someone would have just not only heard me, but listened. So now I'm here with this gun, about to commit an irreversible act.
Lola lowers her hand and unravels them. She turns to her side to recollect herself. Then she turns back towards the audience.
So how did I get into this nightmare? Never woke up. Something that to me at maybe 13 or 14 would be considered unthinkable. How did the unthinkable become my reality? We'll go backwards.
Scene 2, the bathroom. Lola's best friend Ruth and a friend of Ruth enters the scene and into their high school bathroom. The powder blue stalls are run down and are covered in graffiti. The mirrors have also been vandalized with markings and appear to not be cleaned and sometimes, judging by the many smudges. Ruth is applying lipstick in one of the mirrors while her friend Heather is leaned up against the grimy tiled wall, chewing bubblegum.
Dude, my mom isn't letting me hang out with Lola anymore.
Lola enters the scene and is about to walk into the bathroom, but steps back and hides at the foot of the entrance, which cannot be seen by those in front of the bathroom stalls, to eavesdrop on the conversation when she hears her name is mentioned. Ruth continues applying lip gloss, occasionally stopping to wipe the corners of her mouth with her lips.
Why? What'd you do?
Nothing. I don't know. My mom just thinks that like since we were hanging out, I've been acting differently, sadder or whatever. And then she says that Lola has like a depressing personality and a lot of problems, and it's like rubbing me off on me, which I think is dumb. I mean, everybody has problems, so I don't know why my mom do it.
She's not wrong, though. Yeah, sure, everyone has issues, but once it starts affecting other people, it's not healthy. Why do you think I don't hang out with her? I swear, like her negative energy sucks the life out of me. When I'm done with her, I feel like a raisin, dude. Your mom's right. Drop her. She's dead weight.
Damn.
Lola,
Damn, kind of harsh.
It's harsh, but true. I know you know it too. You're just not admitting it for whatever reason. And not gonna lie, I see it too. I've known you for a long time, Ruth. You're not that bubbly and happy person you used to be. This really isn't you.
Well, what do you suggest I do then? Because it's not easy just to tell her that my mom doesn't think she's good for me and I can't be her friend anymore. And just like throw away everything that we've been through together. It's gonna destroy her. That's pretty much all she has. And just like throw away.
Ruth pauses.
I don't even know why I have to make this decision. It's dumb.
Overwhelmed with loss and grief, Lola storms out of the bathroom in tears, not caring if Ruth or Heather heard her anymore. Ruth and Heather quickly turn their heads toward the sound of the slamming door, startled.
Yo, who is that?
Both girls run.
Sorry. You can continue, Delita.
Both girls ran out of the bathroom to see who was there, just to find Lola leaving the bathroom sobbing.
Oh gosh.
A spotlight shines on Lola once again. Everyone else on the stage freezes. She quits her sobbing and turns towards the audience.
Yeah, you saw that. The last person who I thought would stick with me through it all, no matter what, was going to drop me. The only person who genuinely loved me didn't. It was all just an act. I had no one, nothing, no one to belong to, nowhere to be, and nothing to live for. The world had no room for or want for somebody like me. I was lost. I am lost. Not sure what exactly I should do next. The only person I loved, who I had, was gone. There was no more to lose. Nothing mattered, and nothing I did mattered. In the end, nobody cared or noticed me, so why should I care about anyone else? I knew I had to do something that would matter, that everyone would notice. Maybe then I would be seen. Maybe then someone would care.
Lola puts her hand back in the shape of a gun and points it up. Still facing the audience, she brings her thumb up, then exits the scene. Scene 3. Lola patiently waits for her mother in their favorite donut shop. She's sitting at a small round table. Lola turns her head towards the door and responds to the sound of the shopkeeper's bell ringing. Her mother, Mara, walks in, appearing shabby and tired. She has heavy bags under her eyes and her hair is slightly messy. There didn't seem to be like there was much effort put into her outfit. Lola smiles at the sight of her mother and gets up to approach her.
Mama!
Hey, baby, it's been a while.
Oh,
Where's your
She
tia?
wish she could be here, but she had to work.
Ah, okay.
Lola furrowed her brows a bit, noticing something wasn't right about her mother, judging by her clothes and attitude. She began to walk over to the table she was previously sitting at.
Is this where we're sitting?
Yeah.
Lola sits where she had been sitting before. Lola slices the donut she had bought for her mother toward her.
Coconut, your favorite.
Yummy. Thank you, mija. How have you been?
Good. The new school year just started.
Cool. Make any new friends so far?
Not really, just my best friend Ruth. I've told you about her, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. How's she doing?
Good too. So, what did you bring me here to tell me?
Mara places her donut back down on the napkin. Mara takes a deep breath, hesitating to tell her the news, and looks down to avoid eye contact with Lola. Lola notices her hesitation and begins to look concerned and nervous for what she's about to hear.
Well, I slipped again.
Okay. And what does that mean?
Well, I got in trouble for things I don't need to explain, and they gave me the choice of jail or rehab. I chose rehab, of course. But it means that we can't be together again, like I said we would be.
Why, Mom? You promised.
I know, you don't have to say it. I was afraid I would screw things up again with you. That something like this would happen while I had you back, and they would take you away again. I didn't know what else to do, Lola. It was the only thing that could make me feel better at that moment.
Excuses. That's all you ever make. If you really wanted me back, you would stop using for good. You know the consequences, but you still continue to do it. And you know why? Because you don't care, Mom. You don't care. God, I knew this would happen.
Don't give me that. You know I try for you. I do care.
No, Mara, you don't. You only go to rehab and all this just to make yourself feel better about losing me. It has nothing to do with me. It's all about you. You could care less if I came back or not because you hate the burden of a child on your back. That's why you keep relapsing. You don't want to get better. You just want to make it look like you are.
You ungrateful little brat. Everything I've been doing is for you.
Oh, even relapsing for the millionth time? Yeah, okay. I'm done with you.
Lola stumps out of the shop. Her mother is still in the shop, head buried in her hands. Everyone except for Lola freezes. A spotlight shines on Lola.
It was pretty tough to finally come to terms with the fact that my mother no longer wanted me. I never accepted it, but I came to terms with it. Part of me knew all this time, but I never wanted to believe it because I just wanted so badly to live and to grow with her. Times were rough when I was with her, but she still seemed to have loved me. That's all that kind of mattered to me in the end. I just needed my mama. That's all. But what the hell did I expect? I presumed it was never going to end well for us anyways. And I was right.
Lola holds her hand up in the shape of a gun with her thumb up, and this time lifts her pinky finger. Lola exits the scene. Scene 4. Elena. Lola's aunt is sitting on the living room floor folding laundry. The only decor being a few framed photos of Elena's 3 children hung on the wall. Lola enters the living room to join Selena. Elena, sad.
Thea, can I talk to you about something?
Yeah, sure. You okay?
Not really. I've just been feeling pretty sad since I've been away from mama. It's gotten really lonely.
Why don't you just hang out with Ruth
I
or
feel like I'm a
something?
burden to
Maybe
her.
that'll help.
Even though she keeps saying I'm not, I know I am.
If she says you're
I don't
not,
know.
then I doubt you are. Well, why didn't you
I
tell me
just can
about
never
this
find the
earlier?
right time to tell you. You're always gone. I mean, I know you're working and with the kids and stuff, but I didn't want to bother you.
I'm sorry, Lola.
I know,
I just
that's
get really
why.
busy. I promise, we'll spend more time together, mija. I don't want you to feel alone. If you want, we can even go out for a little cafecito this weekend, and we can just sit and talk about whatever you like. How does
Really
that
nice.
sound?
Thank you, Thea.
A spotlight shines on Lola. She looks out into the audience.
We went out that weekend. It was really fun. We sat and talked, and she actually listened to what I had to say. But it was the last
Lola smirks.
of that. I'm pretty sure she forgot the promise she made to me. It was the same old after that. She stayed busy, so I, as usual, went unnoticed. I don't even know why she took me in. I'm certain that as my mother's sister, she just felt obligated to do so. Like she would feel guilty if she didn't. But what did I expect from someone who really isn't my mother?
Lola lifts her hand up with all her fingers except for her ring finger. She then lifts up her ring finger. Scene 5. Lola's in front of her aunt's house.
So here we are. At the beginning. The moment where social services left me off at my tia's house. Where they told me life was supposed to be better. I'd be safer, they said. I'm no longer in danger, they said. They can keep telling me my mom is unsafe, but what they don't realize is that I'm more unsafe for myself than I am for mama. Taking me away from her won't help with that. It won't cure the trauma or the sadness or the emptiness that continues to engulf me. Not once will they think about it or even try to notice.
Lola makes her hand in the form of a gun.
So I'll make them notice. I'll make everyone notice. Everyone. And you know what?
Lola gestures to the gun.
They're going to try to take this away too. I don't know what they think that'll solve. They can take my mother and my gun.
She raises the gun and points it towards the audience.
But they can never take away the pain.
Lola squints one eye. The stage goes dark. End of play.
Bravo, bravo. Powerful story. Thank you very much, Sasha. And just to create some context, just this year there have been 575 mass shootings in the United States. This is according to the Gun Violence Archive. And this is data as of November 22, 2020. So this plays really help bring awareness about a problem in American culture. Thank you. That was a wonderful piece, and thank you all the actors. So in regards to the other plays, there were 7 winning plays. We will be only able to do 2. And here's just a little video from this project. Those were all the cities that participated. And there were many, but I think we just need to bring more awareness to this issue. Good. So now we are moving to Mrs. Martin's Malaise by Adelaide Fisher. And a little synopsis: Miss Martin is an ordinary high school teacher trying to deal with the everyday stress and worrying what ifs of the 21st century teaching. But when her worst fears come true and she's forced to make a difficult decision in an even more difficult confrontation, what will she do? And how will she move forward from it? So for this play, we have the actors reading different character. And do we have everybody at the beginning of the script? Yeah, okay. So let's, we are all seeing the same. So let's start from right to left, top to bottom. And if you can just, again, repeat your name and your role in this reading. Let's start with AB.
So I will be reading Oscar.
My name is Marisa. I will be reading Miss Martin.
I will be reading Fate number 1.
I'll be playing Maria.
I'll be playing Fate 2, sorry.
I will be playing Fate number 3.
And I will be reading the stage directions. So again, this is the play Miss Martin's Malaise by Adelaide Fisher. Scene 1. Miss Martin is on a cafeteria monitoring duty, drinking an iced coffee. The Fates behind her. Off to the side, Maria has a balloon popping fundraiser set up. Fate number 2 and Fate number 3 always address one another when speaking, while Fate number 1 stares straight out, addressing the audience in the chipper tone of an overexcited newscaster, standing perfectly still and smiling when not speaking. Before each other lines, there should be a ping, like the notification you might hear from an iPhone. And as she is saying them, Miss Martin should check her phone and react to them. All 3 are dressed the same as Miss Martin, but in a grayscale version of her outfit. Miss Martin should react to what the Fates are saying, but should never look at them or address directly. The Fates, however, can all hear one another.
Are there too many kids in here?
Recommended headline: Survey finds 8% of public schools have enrollment that exceeds their permanent capacity by more than 25%.
I feel like there's way too many kids in here.
Miss Martin starts trying to count the amount of kids in the cafeteria. Fate number 3 starts nonchalantly sipping an iced coffee and should continue to do so throughout the scene.
I actually think there's less kids in here than normal.
Recommended article, skipping school. Timeout adds up.
Remember all those missing assignments we've been putting in?
No, there's definitely more. Do you feel how hard it's in here? Is the air conditioner broken?
Miss Martin starts fanning herself.
Continue reading. New research quantifies the impact of extreme heat on learning.
What would we do if something happened with these kids in here? How would they all get out?
They wouldn't.
Oscar enters and goes over to Maria.
Hey, Maria, what's all this?
Fundraiser for student government. It's $1 to pop a balloon, and you could win a prize. Want to try?
Sure.
He hands her $1 and she pops one of the balloons. Miss Martin jumps. Fate number 2 hits the floor like a bomb is going off.
Oh my gosh! It's really happening right now. Everyone needs to evacuate. Okay, let's go.
That was a balloon popping, idiot. How would you even get everyone's attention?
The bell rings and Maria picks up her poster board with the balloons on it to reveal a laptop and exits. Oscar exits, crossing in front of Miss Martin.
Hi, Oscar.
Hi, Miss Martin. See you 4th period.
Oh, hang on a minute. I noticed that you haven't been turning in your reading questions on the Odyssey the past couple of weeks. Is there any reason why?
I was gonna get caught up this weekend, but I was busy.
Oh, okay. Well, if anything is going on, you can tell me. Just try to get caught up. We have a discussion this Friday, and you usually have really good input.
The minute bell rings and Oscar gives her an uncomfortable nod and a smile before leaving.
If anything is going on, you can tell me. I can't believe we're really talking like that.
The Odyssey. I love that book.
You would.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Miss Martin goes over the table where the balloons were and sits down in front of the laptop. She takes off her walkie-talkie and sets it on the table next to her. The Fates gather back around her as she starts working.
That was way too close back there.
That was quite literally nothing. Why are you so tense all the time?
I'm not tense, and at least I had a plan. What are we going to do?
Oh yeah, great plan. Oh no, everybody get out. I know what to do. We've had so many lockdown drills this year.
Recommended article, lockdown drills, an American quirk out of control.
We've never done one in the cafeteria.
That's because they're completely pointless.
Continue watching. Tonight we go inside a company that profits off of staging realistic shooter drills.
No, you're not.
A small part of the $2.7 billion school security industry.
They prepare students for the worst.
Maybe, but at what cost?
Message from Sarah. This is what I've been trying to tell Francis for ages. Saw you jump in the cafeteria, by the way. LOL. Link. Experts worry active shooter drills in schools could be traumatic for students.
The walkie-talkie crackles to life with someone yelling unintelligibly over it, making Miss Martin and Fate number 2 jump again.
See, look at you. You're a constant wreck. For what?
I just like to be prepared.
For the inevitable, you mean?
No, it's not like that. Don't say that.
Fate number 2 and number 3 continue arguing silently for a beat as Miss Martin works, looking more and more weary. They switch back on.
Why do you have to be such a pessimist all the time?
I'm not a pessimist. I'm a realist.
Miss Martin sits back down at her desk and sighs as the bell rings.
Recommended reading. Pessimists are 35% more likely to suffer from a heart attack or a stroke than optimists, according to recent meta-analysis of data from...
See? All your negativity is killing you.
You're not an optimist either.
Yes, I am.
Then why do you worry about everything all the time?
All of a sudden, Maria bursts into the classroom very upset.
Miss Martin, I need to tell you something.
What is it, Maria?
Fate number 2 looks at fate number 3 nervously and she rolls her eyes.
Do you promise you'll believe me?
Of course. What's going on?
Well, last period I was in art class and with Oscar and...
Spit it out already.
He has a gun with him in his backpack. I saw it.
Fate number 2 gasps. Fate number 3 chokes on her coffee.
And I know you have him next period and I...
Okay, thank you for telling me, Maria. Go back to class for right now, please. I promise I'll take care of this immediately.
Maria leaves and Miss Martin stands still, frozen with fear and uncertainty. Fate number 3 and fate number 2 start arguing again, overlapping and cutting one another off.
We don't have to tell anyone.
We should just confront him.
Message from Carson County Library. Overdue book notice. 10 ways to make confrontation work for you.
He's such a good kid.
We have to do something.
What am I saying? What am I saying? We can get in trouble for this.
What do we do? You're the one who's supposed to be ready for this.
10 people liked your comment. When I think about dealing with school shooting, the word unprepared comes to mind.
Oh my gosh. Did we just email him saying that we're going to have the conference with his parents if he didn't caught up on the reading? What if we stress him off?
This is not about us. Stop being self-centered and focus. What do we do?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Why is this happening?
The bell rings, snapping everyone out of it. Miss Martin starts to get up but hesitates.
Message from Cody. Quote of the day. Thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. W. Clement Stone.
Miss Martin nods, ready now. She picks up her walkie-talkie and moves back into the courtyard. The Fates following her. Oscar walks by and sees Miss Martin staring at him.
Hi, Miss Martin. Everything okay?
Grab him.
No!
Oscar gives Miss Martin an awkward half smile, but then realizes what she knows. There is one terrible beat before he starts to run, and Miss Martin grabs his backpack. Blackout. Scene 2. Lights up on a similar desk to Miss Martin's, differing only in the fact that it belongs to the principal. Oscar is sitting on one side of it, and Miss Martin is taking a seat on the other. The Fates are already in place behind Miss Martin.
Miss Francis said you were begging to talk to me before your parents got here. Why?
Because I like your class, and I probably won't be able to come back to it. And I like you, and I didn't want to leave with you thinking I was some troubled, burnout school shooter.
Isn't that exactly what he is?
I want you to know the truth.
Is this going to get us in trouble?
You did tell the truth to Mrs. Francis, right?
Yes, and the police, and to my parents, which defeats the whole purpose of...
What is he rambling about?
Oscar, just start at the beginning. I'm listening, okay?
Okay, I guess... Well, I'm not blaming him, but this is all really because of my brother.
Your brother? I don't follow.
Oscar gathers his thoughts for a moment, trying to figure out where to start.
Why do you think he did it?
I don't know.
I bet he was getting bullied.
Recommended from the headline. New study shows that about 20% of students aged 12 to 18 have experienced bullying.
Or on drugs.
I said I don't know. Please, shut up.
Jesus, fine, okay. Stop taking everything so seriously.
Can you explain a bit more, please?
My brother hangs out with the wrong crowd here. Sometimes him and his best friends get into big fights. I knew they were arguing recently, and I heard my brother say to his other friend that he was finally going to do something big, finally shut him up. And sometimes when my brother's mad, he does things that he wouldn't normally do. He gets himself in trouble. But he's not a bad person. Usually he can be really nice, and I walked in on him in my parents' room. He was holding my dad's gun, and he jumped when I asked what he was doing. And I just got really scared of what he was gonna do. So I decided to hide it. And I was pretty sure he wasn't gonna go in my backpack. So I put it there. And I was so anxious the whole weekend that he was gonna ask me where it went that I forgot to do the reading.
Miss Martin cringes a little at this.
But the
Oscar is letting everything out in a rush now, starting to cry.
But the next day, it was Monday morning, and I was late and in a rush, and I forgot to take it out. And then when I got to school and I saw it in there, I freaked out, and then...
Oscar, why didn't you tell someone what was going on?
Someone? I think you mean me, and you know why.
I was scared. And I was worried that you might be mad at me for not doing my work and you wouldn't listen to me. And I didn't want my brother to get in trouble. I want him to be able to graduate and get a job and turn his life around.
Sarah had his brother last year. What did she call him? A piece of work?
Poor kid. What about him?
If we knew about his brother, how did we not know about this?
2 missed calls from Mom. Message from Mom. I just got your voicemail. Are you okay?
How would we have known?
It's sweet that you care so much about your brother, Oscar. But what about you? You're so smart.
I know, okay? I'm sorry. I get it. I let everyone down. You all thought I was different from him.
Miss Martin looks away, feeling guilty. Oscar passes her a book he's been holding in his lap.
The police tried to take this as evidence, but I didn't want to steal it from you. And they decided it wasn't actually important. I guess it's no marked up Catcher in the Rye.
He laughs weakly at this. Miss Martin picks up the book.
The Odyssey.
Sorry I never got to finish it. I actually really like it.
Keep it. I still want to hear your insights someday.
She slides it back to him. There is the sound of knocking.
My parents must be here.
Miss Martin gets up to leave. The Fates followed her. She hesitates before exiting.
That's it, huh? Truly moving performance, especially considered you ruined his life.
Don't let this define you, Oscar.
Miss Martin exits, dialing a number on her phone as she does. Scene 3. Lights up on the same set. Miss Martin is working at her desk. The Fates are sitting off to the side, a bit more distant from Miss Martin than before, but still present.
Come in.
Hi, Miss Martin.
Hi, Maria. What can I do for you?
What happened, Oscar?
Maria, I can't.
I know, and I can guess what happened, but I just feel really bad. Oscar is a really nice person, Miss Martin. He wouldn't do what he did without a good reason. I kind of feel like I snitched on him.
Just like we did.
I know what you mean.
They look sadly at one another for a beat.
Actually, I could use your help.
What?
I want to start some kind of program in honor of Oscar to make the school safer and more friendly. I was hoping that you might want to help me.
That sounds amazing. What do you have in mind?
Well,
Why does she still want to talk to us? We don't have any good ideas.
If we even had a good idea, I'm pretty sure this school would be too underfunded where we would get the money.
Miss Martin falters for a moment.
Message from unknown number. Confirming therapy appointment with Dr. David on Wednesday, August 26th.
Miss Martin takes a deep breath and turns back to Maria.
Actually, I'd like to hear your ideas. I have a feeling that you know what needs to change around here better than I do.
Then why don't we get started?
Lights out. End of play. Good job. Good job, folks. So we're at 7:43. We are approaching the end of this series of readings. But I want to thank everyone who has been. We have so many comments that I want to share with people. Lulu Andrade, woohoo. Analicia Anaya. Wow, Caitlin is such a good actor. Lulu again. Go girls. Antonieta, she meant to say that she's very proud. Ceci Robles, awesome. Blasa Barans Osuna, bravo. Monica Rivero, she also said how much she loved it. Diane Vega, bravo. Maria Newton Delgadillo, heart. Diane again, great job. Monica Rivera, great job all. And Lulu, impressive group of young people. Thank you everyone who's with us tonight. We will continue with the reading. Thank you. And the last play that we are going to read tonight, it's called Guns in Dragonland by Aislinn Grayson. So the synopsis goes, during a recess like any other, Lila Gordon and her best friend, the imaginary dragon Toucan, set off on a special adventure to help Lila earn dragon wings of her own. But things go awry when a mysterious noise from her nearby school compels the duo to embark on the biggest quest they have ever encountered. And for this wonderful play, we have, it's only 2 characters. And let me just, so can you tell us who you're playing from, right to left, top to bottom?
So do I start?
Sure.
Okay. Hi, my name is Nicole, and today I'm going to be performing of the character Lila Gordon. Lila Gordon, basically a 3rd grader, imagine him innocent, headstrong, tomboyish, usually plays on the playground alone, a brilliant young mind, the princess of the dragons.
Hi, I'm AB, and I'm going to be reading Toucan, which is an imaginary dragon and a parental role to Lila.
I'm Marisa Torres, and I'm going to be reading the stage directions.
With all of you, Guns in Dragonland by Aislinn Grayson. Take it away.
A school bell rings, sounds of children shouting and laughing is heard. It's recess time. Lila, a young girl, bolts on stage, grabs a stick off the ground, and runs to the piece of a playground equipment. She stands on top of it triumphantly.
I am Lila Gordon, the princess of Dragonland, and you shall listen to me. Dragon?
A dragon, Toucan, appears dramatically, growling and snarling fiercely as they approach her. Lila wears a smug look of bravery on her face.
Roar! Roar! Booga! Booga!
Toucan pounces, enveloping Lila in a giant bear hug from behind.
Oh, Token.
Did I get you this time?
No, of course not. You never do. You don't scare me, Beast. You haven't scared me since we started playing together in the first day of school. I feel it's my job as Princess of the Dragons to not be afraid of any dragons.
Lila shows off her sword.
Grr. I suppose you're right. One of these days, I'll catch you off guard. Hey, what are we doing today, Lila?
We can climb the castle spire in the jungle gym.
Nah, we did that Wednesday.
We can play fireball.
No way! I threw out my wing last time we played. This 509-year-old physique isn't what it used to be.
Oh yeah, you got it caught on the soccer net. I remember going to the nurse for you, but she wouldn't give me the ice for you because it was a waste.
Brr, that's right. No good, non-believing crone.
Sounds of children playing together are heard. Lila is distracted by them.
Say, what are they doing over there with that ball? Looks pretty dangerous and violent. Let's go play.
No, I don't want to play with them.
Oh man, it looks so fun. Why not?
They've been mean. I don't really want to talk about it.
You know you can tell me anything, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'd rather play with you.
Lila eyes this empty swing set.
Oh, can we have flying lessons?
Well, maybe for a little bit. I don't want to waste our daily 30 minutes on something too dangerous.
Yes.
Lila runs over and stands on top of a swing. Toucan stands behind her and begins to push. Lila awkwardly gains height. When she's at an average distance, she jumps off, falling to the ground gracelessly.
Ow, ow, ow.
Gorgon brains, I knew this was a bad idea. We really should have learned after the last 5 times it ended this way. Where does it hurt?
my knee.
Gotcha. Just let me do my thing.
Toucan mystically heals Lila's leg.
Thanks, Token. I just don't understand why flying never works for me.
Oh, Lila, we've been over this. Humans can fly about as well as a phoenix can swim.
Well, I want to be the best flying human. How did you get your wings?
It's a pretty long tail.
Don't feel bad. I love your tail. It's so nice and warm. It feels like a pillow made out of jeans and old people's skin.
No. I mean tail, like a story. It's a pretty long and boring story.
Please, please, with a fish on top.
Well, all right. The fish on top convinced me. If you must know, it was my 300th birthday or so, and I was trapped deep down inside this cave of goblins and...
Oh, 300? That's like 300 more years away until I get my own wings.
Hey, look at you. Someone's been paying attention in math. Personally, I don't believe that age has anything to do with it. You see, in that cave, I helped those goblins by finding the magic amulet of peace or something. Long story. But anyways, I got my wings that day because I performed a valiant action.
That's how I learned to fly? I'll get my wings and I perform a gallant action.
Valiant, hon.
Oh. Well, come on. Let's go perform a valiant action before recess is over. I already see kids lining up.
All right, you're the boss, princess.
Lila looks at the ground in search for an adventure. She stumbles across an anthill.
Oh, Token, right there! There's 1,000 and more of army and instacoids who want to steal the kingdom's food. We have to stop them!
Lila eagerly runs over to a nearby ant pile. She prepares to stomp on it.
Whoa. Hold your centaurs. These hungry insectoid soldiers aren't doing anything wrong. They're completely defenseless. How would you feel if someone 100 times bigger stepped on you?
Well, I wouldn't like it.
You wouldn't like it very much, would you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, Token, this is useless. There's nothing Elena to do here, and everyone's ready to go back inside.
Valiant. And these things take time. I'll see you tomorrow, girly Q. Pay attention to math.
Okay. No, wait! Token, I just got an idea. What if we hide here? We can have so much fun, more time to think about heroic things to do.
Ooh, what a fun idea. Let's do it.
Lila hides underneath Toucan's wings. Beat. She pokes her head back out.
Awesome. We did it. Now what?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
A distant, discombobulated, semi-mechanical roaring noise stops the duo.
Whoa! What was that?
No idea. I don't see any dark clouds. Can't be an angry thunder dragon.
Maybe it's a hurt unicorn.
That didn't sound like any unicorn I've ever heard before.
Are you okay, Token? I've never seen you so nervous before.
What? Oh yeah, I'm just a little uneasy is all.
Lila hugs Toucan from behind.
I love you, Token. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I love you too, Lila. Your hugs make me feel like I could do anything.
Good, because I have a feeling that our next quest has to do with that noise.
Oh, all right. I guess we're going into the school after all, huh?
Yup. Let's go save that creature or defeat it. Whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first.
Yes.
Toucan notices Lila's stick on the ground.
Oh, hang on.
Toucan picks up the stick.
Your sword, princess?
Ah, yes. My swordy sword was the most valuable relic in all of Dragonland.
Lila and Toucan admired the blade.
Now that I have my weapon, let's be off!
How are we traveling today, co-pilot Lila?
I think we should teleport today, co-pilot Token. Over.
Sounds like a plan. Prepare for takeoff. Over.
The duo begin to spin in place as if they're teleporting. They are interrupted by the same sound from earlier, only it's a bit more clear. Distant screams. Toucan lands on their butt.
Crash landing, mayday, mayday, anything but that awful sound again.
Only it was different this time. I think I heard some people scream. Oh, Token, we gotta save them. Maybe they lost their magic amulet of peace or like in their story.
It could be many things a young princess is not prepared for. My worry is that this is the mark of a death dragon. They've become more and more common in recent years.
Whoa, a death dragon? Awesome!
No, not awesome. Terrifying. Death dragons hurt innocents purely because they can. I don't want you to get involved with a beast like that. We should go somewhere else.
Token, if I'm ever gonna be the perfect princess of Dragonland, I need to perform a valiant action to earn my wings. This is a perfect opportunity. I feel like you don't even want me to.
Of course I want you to, Lila. I just have a nasty feeling.
I'm going in. They meet me.
Lila, I'm very sorry that running is not the game you want to play right now, but sometimes we have to play games that we hate.
What if it's not a death dragon? What if a death dragon ever kill another dragon?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, if it's a death dragon, like you say it is, we can use our superpower of friendship to make him her good. What do you say?
You might be onto something there.
If we can show our friendship power, then we can save Dragonland and the school.
You're right. Come on, let's teleport in there, quickly.
Silence. The lights inside of the school are completely shut off. Lila stumbles into a locker. It is dead silent as she continues to explore her space.
Hello? Where did everyone go?
Beginning to panic.
Token, I'm scared.
Oh, honey, there's nothing to be afraid of here.
Token? Token, where are you?
Lila, I don't believe we're playing hide and seek, are we? I'm right here.
I want mommy. I want daddy. Where are they? This isn't normal.
Lila, I'm right here. Listen to me. Lila?
The light on Lila dulls. She has been sucked back into reality. Toucan tries to console her, only to find that they no longer can touch her. Footsteps. Lila nervously rises to her feet. Toucan tries to attempt connection. More footsteps. Lila reacts to the unseen death dragon, be it a step forward or other movement. A low growl reverberates the room. Perhaps fog. The lights fade in all spots except for Lila's face. He is the epitome of what should be feared. She looks up at him.
I am Lila Gordon, the princess of the...
The sound of a cocked gun is heard. The trigger is pulled, emitting a massive, ear-shattering dragon roar. Lila has been shot. Complete blackness. Eventually, a light starts to grow on Lila, ending in a spectacular burst of flickering light. With the return of light emerges Lila's new wings. Lila, now reawakened, has completed her valiant action. Toucan and Lila can now see each other again. They embrace.
I am Lila Gordon, and I was the Princess of the Dragons.
Lila looks at the sky above her and prepares to fly upwards.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful work. Thank you, everyone. Just as this play reminds us the importance of creating awareness about gun violence. Just to give you some numbers, about 417 total mass shootings in the United States in 2019. 11 is the number of elementary school shootings from Columbine to May 2019. 18 times is the amount of young Black American ages 15 to 19 are more likely to be murdered by guns than young white Americans. And 9 times is how many more young Black American men ages 15 to 34 are killed by police shooting than young white American men. And 575 is the number of mass shooting in the United States so far this year. This is a reality in our society. And in the last few minutes that we have, I want to just quickly hear some reactions. I wish we could stay longer. Nicole.
I have to say it really quick. So once last year in my school, there was an active shooter in my school, like a real one, and some people were outside, and then the active shooters were in the campus, and then I heard people screaming, hearing shots and everything.
And how do you think, since you made that comment, how do you think the work of theater plays into helping to increase the awareness about this?
So we have so I like about the play that other people can learn about the school violence and everything. So if it actually happens in their school, they learn, and they should never go outside if there's an active shooter, or never trust a friend. If they say, hey, come here, or look, I come inside, don't tell your mom. That's they can even kill you or do anything to you.
Thank you. Any other reactions? Or any thoughts?
Well, I mean, personally, my favorite had to be Lila, the dragon one, just because I have a 6-year-old niece who could very well be in her predicament one day, and that's scary to think. So the idea of seeing it from a child's point of view and just like the imaginative portion, it really, I almost started crying towards the end because it's just scary.
Right. Thank you. Any other comment, folks?
Yeah, I think that having these plays, it really helps putting it into perspective, whether it be the points of views of the person committing the act or the teachers or even the students. It kind of does a good job of putting it into a story that's not necessarily easily digestible, but it's easier to understand when you get different points of views in a short story rather than having to experience it for yourself. And I think that's a good way of bringing awareness to it.
Absolutely. Just so you know about the number of children and teenagers 0 to 17 killed by guns in the United States this year so far. Can you guess what the number is? Like more than, less than?
I don't know if I want to guess.
1,186. And these are things that, happen in our beautiful America, the land of opportunities. Another startling number is 987 is the number of total children and teenagers ages 0 to 17 killed by guns in the United States in 2019. So again, this is a reality that we need to continue to do everything we can to raise awareness about this. Yes, Nicole.
So also, you continue, Rodrigo, because I don't want you to miss out. Because it's I would just say real quick that sometimes in my teacher last year, also in Willow Glen, my teacher didn't care about the lockdown. She just closed the door and that's all. She didn't care about like if there's like actually if they can enter. Because one day they did enter, but there were nobody. So that kind of scared me, and that scared me to death because I was like, and if my teachers see, like all the teachers here, if they're seeing this, like they have to be aware of their students so they can protect them.
And is something that I want to lift up is that the problem is not only the fact that someone has a gun, that this we need to work before someone gets access to a gun, correct? And like we saw in Lola's play, it's not that she just one day she got a gun and wanted to do something. It was a build up from a series of experiences. And so I think it's really important. Kaylin, anything that you want to, any insight that you want to offer in that regard?
I would just like to add that having these plays read out loud, it adds a more personal or deeper connection to the person listening rather than someone just like telling you about it. Hearing these people's perspectives helps you just understand these incidents more.
Thank you. Sasha, why do you write Lola? What was the drive behind it?
So actually, after the Parkland shooting, I was in 6th grade. We did the whole walkout, and I remember my 6th grade history teacher asked us to write our thoughts about gun violence, and just my immediate thoughts were, I just know these kids are troubled. Like they don't just do these things because they just feel like it. Like that's not what it is. Like my whole thing is that guns don't kill people, people do. And it's whoever's behind that gun. And as I was writing this play, I was researching gun shooters and trying to find out what their backstories was. And I mean, it's all sad. It's all, they all come from broken homes or just really bad experiences. And that's what really fueled this piece. That piece was the fact that just how much they go through before they decide to do that, like, and the thing is that people villainize them. They say all these nasty things about them, calling them monsters, but really they're just hurt, broken people. And of course that doesn't justify what they've done, but you can see why, and you start to look and see what you can do to help people that are in need before they decide to do something like that. You just be kind to everybody, because people are going through things you have no idea about, and I think people forget that a lot.
I think it's really important what you were saying, Sasha, because I think that just bring us awareness about the responsibility that we have as community to take care of each other, that we shouldn't wait until somebody reaches that point and then point the finger and say they were the monster, because there is a lot that we can do to prevent getting
Yeah.
to that point.
Yeah,
Nicole.
and that's why Lola did what she did, because she knew, even though it was going to be negative attention, people were going to finally notice her, because I mean, they're not noticed until they do something that will make them noticed, that will call attention to them. And that's why she did what she did. That's why she decided to do what she do, because she knew that somebody could finally look at her and listen. And I look at these people, I'm looking at these people, and I'm looking at them and I'm listening. I'm hearing, what they've been through, and I'm noticing. And maybe before, if they had never done that, maybe nobody would have listened and they would have continued living with what they're living with. So, yeah.
Right. Thank you, Sasha. Nicole.
So also I would like to add that also there is a lockdown in 3rd grade in my school also. And also my mom said, whatever, if you're outside and all the doors are locked and you cannot enter and it's inside campus, just play dead, so they can see if you're like that. And also today, like a week ago, I have this girl named Gabby in my class. She's really she gets really depressed, and sometimes she says, "Oh, I'm gonna have a gun and just have it in the school." I kind of freak out because I'm like, okay, but like, yeah. And also I get like really scared because sometime we were in a breakout session and we were working with my best friend Tristan. And then she said, "Oh my gosh, Tristan, I'm gonna kill you." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Wait, what's that?" Like, just calm down, Gabby. It's like, we're just like in the work, like, yeah. And also, it's really scary.
Well, thank you, Nicole. I definitely hope that there is that adults are notified to offer help when something like that happens. And just, sometimes also people say things out of anger and they don't really mean it. So, it's important to always be aware of how we interact with others. Thank you. And we're closing now. So now I just want to ask you one wish that you would have in relation to the work that we did today. Let's start with Caitlin.
I wish that more people can get educated on this matter.
And if I can ask you, what do you think you can do to contribute to, make things better?
Well, you see, Adelita was the one that asked me to be a part of this, and I'm actually really glad I did, because I was able to get informed, and as well as other people were able to get informed. So doing more things such as this and plays, I think, is a way to help spread the word of what is happening.
Okay. Thank you, Caitlin, for accepting the invitation. Jasmine.
I would say my wish is the same as Caitlin, for people to become more educated and informed about these school shootings or acts of violence that happens.
And what do you think you can do to help raise awareness and make things better?
Educate more people. Yeah, just educate more people and be more kind and understanding to people, like Sasha said, who may be going through these things that I may not be aware of.
Great, thank you. Sasha.
Yeah, I just wish that everybody can be kind to one another and respect each other, and try to be friends with people that you may feel like is going through something, just so you can just one person can make a difference. So yeah, that's what I wish, that just everybody can do their part in helping others.
Perfect. Thank you, Sasha. Abby.
Mine was more for like our teachers and the administrators in the district. I mean, kids like Oscar, most of the time when they have a weapon in their bag, it's not necessarily because they're going to shoot up the school or they want to stab someone. I mean, sometimes our kids walking home need that protection, and then they're put in jail for it. Like, it's scary for some kids to be walking home alone, not knowing if they're going to get jumped at that time or someone's going to drive by. So I think our teachers and administrators need to be more understanding and offer their help to those kids more than just jumping to conclusions.
Right. Thank you. Nicole, closing thoughts?
Yeah. So I would also like a little bit like stop doing like violent video games, cause sometimes when you play like a violent video game like Overwatch or Fortnite, like or also Among Us, you lose. Some people lose their mind about virtual reality and fake things, and then they lose their mind and they starting killing people, but they don't like lose their mind. But also my mom says you can play those games, but you have to get like a balance, so you cannot lose your mind for like 5 minutes. Just play that and then just read a book, read about science or something. And I'm saying, okay, I play Among Us, but I only use it for 5 minutes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Marisa.
For me, I think I wish that for both teachers, administrators, and students is for people to take mental health more seriously, because I know a lot of people will say, oh yeah, mental health matters, but they don't really do anything. So I think having programs, like people creating programs to help with people's mental health, if it's declining, if they're struggling, having those programs available, and then students being able to either find someone to talk to or join those programs to help themselves, and make sure that your mental health is as good as your physical health.
Absolutely. In particular, thank you, Marisa. In particular, during this pandemic, where a lot is going on inside, and it feels like a pressure place, right? Like the pressure from outside, it's putting it like this, and it's causing a lot of mental health issues in a lot of people, creating anxiety, loneliness, depression, etc. So if I can offer any advice, I hope that you that you're watching, you take the time to reach out to someone who you might think they're alone. It is really important to reach out, as well as asking for help. I think it's really important. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. So just remember that. If you are watching and you're feeling depressed, lonely, powerless, reach out to someone, and just by talking and be reminded that you're not alone is very important. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. I really cannot thank you enough for the work that you did to responding to my call to be part of this project. I wish we could do all the plays. Because of the time, we're already over the time, but because of the time, we were not able. But we recognize the work of all the people who submitted a play to the nationwide contest. We congratulate those who were picked as the winners. And thank you very much. And before we go, just want to share some comments. Impressive group of young people. Lulu Andrade, Patti Gomez Anaya, powerful. Zaira Martinez Robles, great job, girls. Javier Luis, great work, all. Zaira Martinez Robles, Caitlin Brandon says hi. Brando says hi. Rosalinda Hernandez, you are all such impressive young actors. Our community has such an incredible talent. I couldn't agree more. God bless. Antonieta Machuca, I love you, Nicole Mascan. Patti Gomez Anaya, thank you for bringing awareness to this topic. Great job, everyone. Monica Rivero, well said, Kayleen. I agree. Yes, empathy and understanding along with kindness can go a long way. Smiles are free and contagious. And Ceci, thank you, Rodrigo. Thank you to you. Thank you to your parents. Thank you to our beautiful community that embraces these projects and supports them. It's because of you that we exist. So thank you very much. And for folks who were tuning on La Hora del Mitote, we'll see you announcement. We will not see you until January 2021 because Christmas falls on Friday and New Year falls on Friday. So tonight is actually the last night that we do La Hora del Mitote in 2020. Please remind yourself that you need to stay home. If you need to go out, it's only for essential purposes. If you go out, wear your cubrebocas, wear your mask, keep your distance, exercise your hands, get tested. Please be kind to yourself and to others. And until next year, everybody say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.